Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. And if you thought for a second that we were done with Breath of the Wild, you are not alone. But here we are once again with another Breath of the Wild video. I was reading your comments in our last final thoughts video about Breath of the Wild, and many of you have said the same thing, that there was no way we could continue on to Tears of the Kingdom without experiencing the epicness that apparently the DLC has to offer. So I went on the Nintendo eShop, I purchased the DLC, and I have no idea what to expect. And so I really hope that you all did not lead me astray. But here we are, we're doing it. Here it is, the DLC. This apparently is, there's a lot of stuff here, a lot more than I thought. I thought it was just gonna be like a little, little challenge mode or something. I've heard about master mode before, but apparently there's a lot more here. And so the Champions Ballad, a new challenge related to the champions has been added. Once you have completed the main quest to free all 4 divine beasts, return to the Shrine of Resurrection and inspect the terminal where you first found the Sheikah Slate, the Champions Ballad. So I'm assuming this is like story DLC, right? Like there's an actual story here. We also have the treasure rumors. 9 items have been added, including the Royal Guard equipment, Ravio's hood, and other items honoring the legacy of the Legend of Zelda series. There are apparently books containing rumors about these items at Riverside Stable and Dia Village ruins. Then we also have ancient horse gear. The ancient saddle allows you to call a horse companion no matter the distance between you two. No, we definitely needed this a long time ago. The ancient bridle increases the number of times you can spur your horse on. There is apparently a book containing rumors about these items at the Highland Stable. Then we have Trial of the Sword. Now, this is the thing that I thought was like the thing that we would be doing, and that was it. A challenge has been added. Complete it to awaken the true splendor of the sword that seals the darkness, the Master Sword. Once you have obtained the Master Sword, speak with the Great Deku Tree in Korok Forest. Then we have Master Mode, a harder mode that will put your courage and skills to the test. From the title screen, select Play in Master Mode to begin. Please note that Master Mode, you will have 1 save file and 1 autosave file. And then Hero's Path Mode, a feature that lets you use the map to view the path you've taken on your journey, footstep by footstep. Oh, that's interesting. You can save around 200 hours of gameplay this way. Okay. We have a travel medallion. The travel medallion has been added. Place it at a current location, and you will be able to travel there instantly. There's apparently a book containing rumors about the travel medallion at South Akala Stable. Oh, travel medallion. That's pretty cool. Definitely would have liked that a long time ago. And then we get the Korok mask. The Korok mask has been added. Has the power to alert the wearer when a Korok is hiding nearby. That's pretty cool. Misko's treasure. 8 items have been added, including Majora's Mask and other relics honoring the legacy of the Legend of Zelda series. There's apparently a journal at Outpost Ruins written by the fiend who stole these items, the Great Bandit Misko. And then a purchase bonus. 3 special items, treasure chests containing exclusive expansion pass items are now available at the Great Plateau. So do I just pick one of these or I mean, because some of them don't list a location. I mean, some of them do, but I'm assuming some of them you just kind of have, like these treasure rumors. Okay, so it seems like these items we will have to actually go out and find. And we'll have to go to the books containing the rumors about these items at the located stables. I hope we can come back and like read this, because I'm not going to remember all this. So how do I... Okay, so DLC purchase will show us all of that. Okay. So, yeah, so it looks like we just have to go back to the Shrine of Resurrection and inspect the terminal. But then I also want to go and see about this, let's see, what do we want to look at? The travel medallion? Maybe this one, the treasure rumors? Yeah, maybe we'll go look at this. But we need to go to Riverside Stable. Okay. All right, let's do it. And then obviously now we have a play in master mode, which is really interesting. And yet here we are. Test the limits of your courage. Oh, is this the trial of the sword? Okay. Trial of the sword.
Link. 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 I have witnessed your journey. You have overcome every challenge laid before you. Ruta, Rudania, Meadow, Naboris. All of the divine beasts are now free. With the strength you have attained, I am certain you can unlock the powerful force hidden within. Go to the Shrine of Resurrection and return the Sheikah Slate to its terminal.
Okay, here we go. The Champions Ballad. Okay, so at least it shows up with all the quests. Teleportation rumors. Okay. Because I was never going to remember all that. The ancient mask. The fairy clothes. What? Twilight relic. Phantasma. Oh, is it showing us every item that we could potentially acquire? The Royal Guard rumors. It's a lot of stuff. Okay. Well, here it is. This is all the stuff. This is... Oh, it shows you which DLC pack it's from, too. It all says DLC pack 1, though. Okay, here we go. So this is all Champions Ballad stuff. I didn't realize... Because when I bought the DLC, it was just as one pack. Like, it was just one DLC. And now it seems like that was just combined 2 previous DLCs. The Master Trials, which had its own set of things. And then obviously the Champions Ballad, which has an actual like story piece to it. So I'm kind of curious about that. I just want to see, like, can we find any of these? Somewhere in the Dea Village ruins is a journal that places the location of this treasure. It also shows the side quest cleared now. That's pretty cool. The Garb of Winds, which I'm curious if that's the... Traveling Merchant's Hood. I'm curious if this one is the Wind Waker Hood. Dark Armor. Okay. Well, let's go see if we can find one of these before we actually go to the... The Royal Guard rumors. Yeah, I want to see what this one is. Let's just go do this. Somewhere in the Dea Village ruins. Heroes Path mode unlocked. Press X on the map screen to see your journey thus far. Oh. We spent a lot of time in Hiteno though. Holy moly, we have been there a lot. This is kind of cool. Oh, wow. That's pretty insane. No way. Are you serious? We teleport a lot. And then there we are. Dude, that's kind of sick. That's kind of sick. I don't know how else to say it. That is, I mean, no, that's insane. Hold on, let me see. That is actually insane. Okay. Well, there you have it. Our hero's journey thus far. And that wasn't even going all the way to the beginning. That was just kind of like, that was kind of like the halfway mark around here, but that's pretty cool. Well, how do I stop it? Okay. There we go. All right, so we got to go Garb of Winds. I guess we can go here. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did not expect that we would have even more to do in this game outside of, you know, once we finally got to the end of the story. I mean, because when we got to the end of the story, I felt like we had done a lot. I mean, you know, and now here we are. Little did I know that there was DLC, which was even more for us to do. And so, let me see, I just want to see. I just want to see if we got any like new weapons or anything. It doesn't seem that way. All right, I just want to see what happens when we actually do find one of these secret sets. Like, you know, do we get the whole set, or is it just going to give us, you know, one piece? I mean, nothing's going to beat my little Rito fit right here. I mean, this outfit is, it's everything. It's my favorite outfit. All right, so we're getting close. Seems like it's just over this way. It was almost overwhelming seeing all those notifications of all this extra stuff that we could find and do. I mean, I won't bore you guys with going and finding every piece of armor or every little thing that, you know, as you can see here. I mean, it's a lot of, you know, and some of it I just don't know if it would be useful anymore. Like the teleportation stone could have been good a long time ago, but I don't know. And then some of these other things, Twilight relics, or yeah, some of it seems like just outfits. Which is cool. It's cool, don't get me wrong. I just want to see if we actually find one, if it'll give us the full set. But honestly, any excuse that we have to jump back into this game, I am all for. I am all for. While I was most certainly excited to jump into, you know, Tears of the Kingdom, it's not like it's going anywhere, right? You know, we will most certainly dive into that game. But I do, a lot of you made me realize that I do want to make sure that we've done as much as we can do before moving on. And what's cool is it feels like we're still exploring and discovering areas that, you know, we never found. Like I never found this area. Not that I remember. Another Korok. They're probably everywhere here. Here we go. I hid the 6 priceless relics I stole from Hyrule Castle in treasure chest. I shall write down their locations. The traveling merchant's hood, okay, is in the right hand of the dragon that consumes the spring of courage at Dracozu Lake. The blue garb of the hero who controlled the wind and traveled to the ocean is where the Minoet River was born. The helm of the self-proclaimed King of Shadows is in the swamp of the Valley of Dead Trees. The evil spirit's armor set is hidden within the Farron Sea of Trees. Find these pieces at the highest of 3 waterfalls near the Lake Floria, at the bridge between small waterfalls over Floria River, and at the broken stone bird of a bar force. Oh my gosh. So they really send you out looking. You really got to find this stuff. Okay, so this is the final page. So it tells you the location of a couple of these. The one we're looking for, the hero who controlled the wind and traveled the ocean, is where the Minoet River was born. So we'd have to find the Minoet River, unless it's just going to tell us. It does not seem like it will tell us. It's like the Minoet River. I mean, brother, I couldn't tell you where that is. They did say Dracozu Lake. That's pretty close to us. Yeah, the right hand of the dragon that consumes the spring of courage. The traveling merchant's hood. Minoet River was born. I don't even know where. I guess we would have to find. We would have to find where Minoet River is. Or we got Tamio River, Regency River, or Regencia River. The Hyrule Castle Moat, Hylia River. More Hylia River. We got lakes. We got tons of lakes. We got Ratala River, Lanairu Bay. Now, I'm not going to waste your time looking for all this stuff, but, you know, it would be cool to find it. A lot of lakes. Even more lakes. Hylia River takes us all the way down here. We got Squabble River. There we go. Now it says where Minoet River was born. That's the only thing I could think of. Is there anything close to that? Maybe this? All right, we're going to go check it out. We're going to go check it out. This is exciting, though. It's like a little treasure hunt, which is pretty cool. right, so we gotta go this way. There it is. I don't know if this is correct. This very well could be wrong, but it's a good start. If it's wrong, we'll try the other location. But look at this game. Holy moly. It's so crazy. It's like now that we're, you know, we're finished with the main story, it still feels like there's so much for us to do and, you know, see and explore and so we need a rock to go here. It's like where do we even get this? Right here? There we go. Nice. Now let's see if our guess is right. I hope it is. And I won't, like I said, I won't do that.
Protection is now ready to roll.
I won't do this for every single one, but you know, I do want to see what happens when you find at least one of the armors. So they're all kind of the same except for this piece. Or this one too. There we go. Look at that. Absolutely outstanding. I can't tell if we've been here before. I'm not really sure. It looks like it's new, but oh no. They wanted to fight us. Actually, no, I won't fight them. I won't fight them. I need my shield back, please. Thank you. It had to be done. Oh, these guys really don't want to leave us alone. So now everyone can take a swim. Wait, they really don't, they don't die? That was intense. Nice ice arrows. All right. Well, let's go see if we're right about that. A bladed rhino beetle. Nice. There we go. All right, so we're still trying to get to this spot. I'm curious if any of these armor pieces that we find are going to be purely cosmetic, or there's going to be actual, like, stat boost to them. Man, we just can't catch a break here. Holy moly. Really? Holy moly, those things did so much damage. I never want to see one of these bats again. They're the bane of my existence. So I wonder if this is what they were talking about. Lady, I'm going to need you to give that up. My sweet Roscoe, you're so shy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Why not proudly show off your beaming beauty, my darling? You really must come out of your shell. The person watching us looks like he wants something. Maybe is he after you? Don't you worry, my sweet Roscoe. I would never ever let you go. I'm head over heels for my special friend. He's been around since ancient times. You're so ancient and special, Roscoe. Flying ones, small ones, ones that walk around. Wait, what are you asking? Getting near a guardian's too dangerous for me. Flying ones, small ones, ones that walk around. Okay, so it's definitely not that. I guess she essentially wanted us to take photos of those 3 types of guardians. She said, "Hey, why don't you put your life on the line?" Had to be done, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm tired of being attacked relentlessly. All right. So I think that's it. Let's go see. At least I hope it's it, because we had to do a lot for this. Oh, I was too slow. Unfortunate. All right, shock arrows, but not what we were looking for. Wow, you really... That one really doesn't give up. Wow, the fact that you're still alive is truly impressive. That one was very tough. All right, so it doesn't seem like there was... Doesn't seem like that's what we were looking for. All right, purple rupees. Silver rupees. Not a single thing that we're actually looking for. And an opal. Well, I am most certainly losing hope. We're finding a lot of Koroks, though. Well, they said it was where... No, that's just where we found the book. But it doesn't actually show where... But if we want to go to where Minoet River was born, I thought it was going to be somewhere around there, but maybe it's being more literal. I wonder if there's a closer spot to it. I guess this is it. Yeah, this is pretty close. All right, so we've tried it down here. We thought this was kind of the birth of the river. But now I'm going to try it here at Cora Lake and see if that is the birth of the river. Honestly, if it's not here, I've run out of ideas. I wouldn't know where to look. And I don't see anything. Maybe over there. Had to do it to him. Had to do it to him.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
All right, let's see. Oh no. This has got to be it, right? I mean, this is... Watch it be in, like, just a random opal. Oh, this is definitely it. Holy moly. The Island Lobster shirt. The Hero of Winds once wore this shirt on the quaint island when he came home. They said he wielded the wind to travel the ocean wide. It's a rather rare find. All right, well, at least now we know. It does not give you a full set, which I think would have been really nice. Instead, you know, we get this set, which is, you know, I mean, it's still kind of cool. Don't get me wrong. It's still kind of cool. I don't really know what would match with it, but it's a cool set. I think it looks good with that. Not bad. Maybe we could throw in like like that. Kind of clean. Kind of clean, yeah. All right, well, at least now we know. I was just curious. It just gives us the one piece. So I guess looking at all of these, they'll all give us a piece. Like, the royal family of Hyrule collected historically significant outfits. Oh yeah. So I don't know what Phantasma is, but Twilight Relics. So all these are just like single pieces. Ancient Mask is the one we already kind of knew about. Teleportation, wait, Strange Mask and Ancient Mask? That's the one for the Koroks. Trial of the Sword, Dark Armor. The Helm of the Self-Proclaimed King of Shadows. And then I think the Royal Guard Rumors is the one I'm really interested in. I'm curious if that's going to be a whole set. But we'll see. And then the Merchant Hood. So that's cool. It's a cool little like scavenger hunt set of things that we could do, which I think is really interesting. But yeah, no, that is a good time. Let's go back. We're going to go to, I don't even know where this, I'm not even sure where this would be. Where is our first stop? Actually, let's just, I guess we could just pull it up on the main quest. Champions Ballad. There we go. Oh no. The Shrine of Resurrection. I guess it makes sense that, you know, the game would kind of take us back to where it all began. But it's going to be really interesting. I'm excited that at least there is a little bit of story elements here. Apparently there's chest here too. Right? Apparently there is also a chest here. But I don't remember. It said something about going back. There were 3 chests back where you... Oh, wow. Champion verification complete. Activating the Divine Beast Tamer's trial. Associated locations have been marked on the map. What the heck is that? Take hold of the provided weapon to begin the trial. Oh, our weapon stash is full? Are you kidding me? Just give me another slot then.
Story is ready.
All right, let's what the heck is this? I now address the one who wishes to master a divine beast. To undertake this task requires unwavering dedication. That weapon defeats foes with 1 hit. However, the reverse is also true. You can use this weapon's ability only twice within a set period of time, only when it is glowing. When enough time passes, the weapon will regain its sheen along with its power. At the 4 marked locations within the Great Plateau, defeat all monsters present to prove your power. If you are not up to the challenge, leave this plateau. This weapon will return here and the trial will end. The 1-hit obliterator. This weapon, a weapon that defeats foes with 1 hit and causes the user to die from 1 hit. It loses its sheen and power after 2 consecutive uses, but will eventually regain both. Wow. Okay. That's really interesting. So let's see where these marked targets are. I guess there's like... I guess we'll go to the Forest of Spirits. Holy moly. Not about to get me. I can only take one hit. Not today, brother. Not today. Where's this target at? Where is he? So maybe it's all the enemies. Not today, brother. I'm not taking any chances. Not taking any chances. Sorry. Okay, so that is kind of the gist of it, it seems. What is that? That doesn't look... We found a new shrine. All right, I guess we're going inside. I don't know. So I didn't know there were puzzles that were going to be associated with this too. I thought we were just going to have to like kill 4 enemies. Wow, so we really have to do a puzzle as if this wasn't hard enough. And we can't change weapons either. Not exactly sure what we're supposed to do here. I guess just not get hit. Seems about right. Wow, so that one's just gonna keep coming down. Oh no. Got it. Oh no, that's not even the right one. What is this one for then? Looks a lot closer than it actually is. There's no way I messed that up again. Are you kidding me? that's just unfortunate. We might actually be bad at this. It's gonna do its thing, and I'm gonna try to grab this chest. Give me the chest. Give me the chest. No. Watch it be like just one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, watch it be just one rupee or something. This game has a knack for trolling. All right. That was a lot of work. Another bow. So I guess we have to get this all the way back up top. Which, you know, doesn't seem like the easiest of things. Just gonna wait for the second one. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. All right. It also doesn't seem like we have access to Mipha's Grace too, so we would just kind of be... We would be in a bad spot if we got hit by anything. So it's really all of that just to do a shrine? That is very interesting. But they did say it's a trial, so... But I just want to see, do we actually get to control the divine beast? I mean, that would be pretty nutty. But I doubt it. That would be... Like, for what purpose? You know? I don't know. Alright, so this one's done. Moving on to the next one. We only have to do this 3 more times. So that should be fun. Man, Rivali's Gale would have made this so much easier. I'm trying to see if there's any chests around here. I don't know if it says in the options. Okay, here we go. So it says... I think it was one towards the bottom. Three special treasure chests containing exclusive expansion pass items are now available on the Great Plateau. I guess you have to find them. They don't make anything easy, do they? I wonder if it's in the temple. Somehow that would make the most sense. Imagine losing to a bat Not on my watch. All right, nothing in here. Is that an enemy? No, sir. No, sir. Wow, that's surprising. I almost fully expected there to be one here. And I'm going to test up here just because I feel like I have to. You know, just had to scare him off, you know? Let him know we mean business. Yeah, there's nothing here too. That's actually crazy. You know what? I don't even think it's, you know, whatever it is, it's probably not even that special. Probably some rupees or something. All right, so here's the third trial, the second trial. On my watch, brother. On my watch, not today. Oh, there's another one. Not on my watch, brother. We're not losing. Are you serious? Not a big fan of these flying ones or the fire ones. That one would for sure be how you would lose the run. And was that a horse with a skeleton horse? Sorry, brother. I can't let you win. And this guy just absolutely blowing the whistle. Zero chill whatsoever. Just because we can. There we go. Number 2. They would be crazy to have one that has us fighting a Lionel with 1 HP. I mean, I guess if it was a Lionel, we just have to hit it once, but that's not as easy as we think. Lionels are unpredictable. All right, here we go. Trial number 2. The question is, I mean, the first trial wasn't that it was challenging. Oh, a major test of strength plus. Can I just one hit this thing? Would that work? We're all on water. Can I just smack this thing? Too easy. I was kidding. I didn't know that we could actually do that. Guardian Shield Plus Plus. The output level of this shield has been boosted to maximum. Its combat capabilities surpass those of metallic shields, and it can deflect Guardian Scout beams. Well, we got to take that, right? Ancient Battle Axe plus plus, Guardian Spear plus plus. Probably better than this spear. Yeah, it definitely is better. Attack plus 8. Pretty good. Pretty good stats. All right. All right, let's get out of here. We lost a lot of time on the first trial. First trial took us a bit longer, so it's nice that this one's just kind of like a one and done. All right, we're moving on. What is this? We have to fight another one. If we have to fight another one, I'll lose my mind. But that wouldn't make sense. I don't think we've ever had to fight again after winning. I should have known that wasn't the end. I should have known. I didn't know that we could fight again after winning. Brother, we gotta be quick. We gotta be quick. This could all be over. This could be over very fast. I just assumed someone was gonna be there. Someone's always there. I guess there's no time like the present to use our ancient bows, right? I know it's not necessary, but we can't take any chances here. I probably shouldn't be using electricity. I do not want to accidentally shock myself. That would be really bad. There we go, the small key. Oh wow, a third try? What is this? No way, dude. Guys, we died. We died, which is unfortunate. Which is unfortunate. At least they show us the respect of not making us do all of this over. At least they give us that. They let us keep the key. They said, you made it far enough. We'll let you have this one. I wonder if it was that guy. Not today, brother. Not today. Not on my watch. So now we just have to get across. Well, that should be no problem at all. Well, there we go. It's good to know that we died right at the final lap. Right when it was almost over. We met our untimely demise. So I'm just curious what happens when we actually, you know, beat all 4 trials. Because I feel like this feels very similar to what we did on the Great Plateau when we first started. So it is kind of like a return to form. I suppose, doing these trials and all this. And then this guy. What the heck is this guy doing here? Well, brother, we're fighting for our life, so we're going to have to come back to you, but at least until this trial's over. All right. Time to put on thy cold weather gear. We're going to the mountains. It looks like we're going pretty deep into the mountains too. I'm not sure, but I'm almost certain that if we jump in that water, we will die. And maybe not, you know, maybe we wouldn't. But is that a risk that we're willing to take? And to that I say probably not. However, best believe when we have our health back, I will be testing that. Because now I'm kind of curious. Oh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere, and I have zero desire to fight them. Oh, look at that. Is it really that close? Oh, I guess, yeah, I guess it is. I'm not gonna waste this one on those guys. I guess we'll just use the knight's bow. We don't really care if that one breaks. Oh wow, they are literally everywhere. You know what? I take back everything I said. We're using all the good stuff. All the good stuff. I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm not getting hit by these guys. I'm not getting hit by these guys. Absolutely not. Back out of here. Look at this guy. Trying to be sneaky. These things with the staffs are the worst. Never did I realize how difficult it would be to do something like this. All right. I can't have these little things sneaking up on us and hitting us once, and then we lose the whole run. I can't have that. These ones either. Absolutely not, brother. I can't let you do this to me. I can't have you ruining this run. And we will play to our strengths. Wow, they're really not even giving us a chance. They're not even giving us a chance. Well, then we won't give them a chance either. Of course. I mean, I think that's wild because we can't even hit that one. Because he likes to float. And so takes care of those ones. You know what we could do too? We still can use our cooked items, right? Oh, there is a bat. I was like, I can't have that bat showing up and just ruining this for us. And we got to take out that wizard first. I'm sorry, I can't let you live. I can't let you live. I'm sorry. This has to be... It has to be this way. The fact that you're still alive is pretty impressive considering we're using a 3 attack plus bonus. So I don't see how you're still alive. But I'm not taking any chances. I'm not taking any chances. Not this time. Not this time. If that means that we have to just play guerrilla warfare this entire time, you know, is it the safe bet? Sure. Absolutely. Do I care? Not when we're one shot. It has to be this way. Oh my gosh. And we left the worst one still alive. So how could I use my sneak? If I switch to my sneak clothes, would I still be chilly? Okay, we're still good. There we go. It had to be this way. I'm sorry. That was that one was very, very stressful. We pulled out all the stops for that one. Okay. All right. And as you might expect, that is only part of the challenge. Now we have a darkness challenge because of course we do. Nothing better than getting snuck up on. Oh, brother, this looks intense. Probably not a good idea to come in here without knowing fully which direction we want to go. ₹300. I'll take that. Now there may be another chest over there. It's very possible, but I don't know if we can risk it. I just want to get out of here. Oh, more flames. Back up, brother. Not today. Not today. Don't do this. Dude, that like somehow they've turned Zelda into a horror game. I wonder if they just keep spawning. So you do it? Is that it? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, that one was a lot easier. I was assuming one of them had to be easy. I think all things considered, that one was fairly easy. Albeit stressful. All right, the journey continues with one more location to go. I'm sure we could fast travel, but I would just be devastated if that ruins the trial. I mean, I don't think it would ruin the trial, right? I mean, we wouldn't have to redo them. So we could fast travel. I just want to see. We're still in the Great Plateau, so. But that would be devastating if we had to do them. I mean, they've already come out of the ground, so we should be fine. It's not like we'd have to redo the trials. All right, so here's the last one. Looks like they're everywhere. That's not good. That's not good. Do we have any? That could have been really bad for us. Not today, brother. No, sir. No, sir. You're joking. Nope, not today, brother. Not today. You didn't think we thought of every scenario, that we weren't prepared for this. We're always prepared for a random ancient sighting. There we go. Oh man, when you can't afford a hit, I mean, it really forces you to use a lot of strategy that I normally would never use in this kind of game. I kind of just run in there and I just say, you know, listen, we've got health, we've got healing items, you know, so you kind of go into every fight with a certain level of reckless abandon. But in this case, when all the chips are down, you can't take a hit. It definitely forces you to reevaluate things. That one was tough though. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was not expecting a random guardian. Stop to start. This is very interesting. Oh, I see. Oh, of course. I don't know why I thought for even 1 second that I could make that jump. I should have assumed that I couldn't. All right, take two. But this time, This time we know a little bit more of what we're doing. You know what's crazy though is that we're risking our life for what is likely, you know, 5 ice arrows. And a forest dweller shield. I do like the forest dweller shield, and I think I got rid of the other one. Oh, I actually do have this one. So I guess we'll just drop this one for... I guess we'll just drop this one for this one. Nice. All right, here we are. This is where the challenge truly begins. I probably could have stopped this, right? Yeah, this whole thing is just a test of patience. And then just risking it. Yeah. Okay, I didn't expect that to work out. In many ways, that should not have worked out. Of course. Can we stop that? Of course we can't. That would be silly. Oh, you're testing. Oh. Oh, I hate this. I hate everything about this. How are we supposed to... Oh. No way, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. That one was kind of tricky. I wasn't sure what we were supposed to do there at all. Now, the downside of this one is that it doesn't seem like we get to reset, or like we get to just like move on to the next part. Like we have to do all this over, which wasn't like tough, but it's a lot that could go wrong. Especially if we're not careful. I mean, one false step and we're down. I don't even know how this is supposed to work. All right. Yeah, that part was tricky because I wasn't sure. Are we supposed to like... You know, are we supposed to climb on it or... Right, then it does this thing. And it's like... You know what I mean? Like, this is kind of... Oh. I'll tell you right now, that was the worst one. That one was absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. I didn't enjoy a single thing about that shrine. Ironically enough, that was the last one. And there was a part of me that was going to go the other way when we started these trials, and that would have been the first one. And that would have been terrible. I just, for some reason, could not get that jump down. You have done well to conquer the trials laid before you. You are Hyrule's beacon of hope. But your trials have only just begun. The divine weapon shall lead you. What the heck? At least we don't have to hold that stupid weapon again. I barely even used it because I was just so scared to get up close. Just please don't be another shrine. I don't want to do any more shrines. Now that you have proven your power, a new journey awaits. Go to the 4 locations that will be revealed to you and reach for greater heights than ever before. All right. The 4 corners. Thank goodness we got our health back. We're feeling good. Okay. And now we have 4 new locations that are set out before us, bringing us one step back into the realm of Hyrule. And holy moly, what a sight it is. So these are the 4 locations. Obviously, this one's the closest, but I don't know. Maybe it would be better. Maybe we should do it in the opposite order. You know, we kind of went to Rito first, and then we went here and then here, and then all the way down here. Maybe we do this one first, and then maybe go around and end it at the, you know, kind of by Zora's Domain. I don't exactly know what these trials are, what they have us doing, but it just says, go to the areas. So that seems to be, we never let Impa know that we defeated that we conquered the 4 divine beasts as well. So, you know, surprisingly enough, there is a lot more to be done in Breath of the Wild. And while I am most certainly very excited to start our journey together through Tears of the Kingdom, I'm very much looking forward to that. Now that you kind of have put me on this radar, or put this on my radar of all the stuff that we have left to do, I'm kind of feeling like we got to see this story mission through. As far as I know, it seems like this is the only kind of story mission that exists, like is the Champions Ballad. The rest of it seems like, you know, additional gear that we could get, maybe Trial of the Sword. It seems like more of like a, I don't know, it looks like it potentially could be like a horde mode, you know, and then obviously you have some of the other modes, master mode and some of these other just like additional things that we could get. But yeah, it seems like Trial of the Sword, master mode, and then Champions Ballad seem to be like the main things to do. But I'm curious to see what master mode has in store for us. I don't know if I'm gonna play that one as like a, you know, that might just be one that I do on my own, because I would love to see just kind of what it is. It'd be cool if there was like a hunger meter, or, you know, just some like more real like survival-y type things that we could do. Like I think a hunger meter would be pretty funny somehow. But Trial of the Sword, and then it looks like Champions Ballad seem to be kind of like the main pieces of content, right? But let me know in the comments if I'm wrong in that, or if there's something else that I'm missing that actually is like really worth it to do. But like I said, the rest of it just kind of seems like just additional features and items that we could obtain by purchasing the DLC. But you know, the whole scavenger hunt thing seems fun, just to find those additional armor pieces. So I may actually run around maybe on my own and look for those things, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that's a good spot to stop it for you know, this episode. I think in the next episode, we are going to try to take on all 4 of them. So that potentially could be a longer episode. Because I'd love to see kind of what happens after doing all 4. But I guess we'll see. We'll play it by ear. It's really going to depend on how long it takes us to do them or what each of them wants us to do. So that'll be an interesting discovery in the next episode. But like I said, I was fully locked in and ready to jump on Tears of the Kingdom, but it seems like there's more stuff to do in Breath of the Wild. So we might as well, you know, kind of continue on with that. So I appreciate you guys putting this on my radar, the DLC, and I'm excited to kind of see what happens here. And then once we finish this, we'll give Trials of the Sword a go. So I'm looking forward to that. But that's going to be all for this episode. If you do enjoy the content, you want to support the channel, support me, a great free way to do so is just by dropping a like on this video. It helps more than you know. I know I say that every video, but it really does help. Comment down below, even if it's just a smiley face, a heart, that also helps more than you know. And if you enjoy cozy commentary for your viewing pleasure, or just watching me die relentlessly like we did in this episode, you are already in the right place. Hit that sub button. We'd love to have you. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.